The Khajuraho group of monuments is a group of Hindu temples and Jaina temples in Chhatarpur district, Madhya Pradesh, India. They are a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The temples are famous for their Nagara style architectural symbolism and their erotic sculptures. The Khajuraho group of temples were built together but were dedicated to two religions, Hinduism and Jainism, suggesting a tradition of acceptance and respect for diverse religious views among Hindus and Jains in the region. Khajuraho temples are among the most beautiful medieval monuments in the country. These temples were built by the Chandela rulers between 900 AD and 1130 AD. It was the golden period of Chandela rulers. It is presumed that every Chandela ruler has built at least one temple in his lifetime. So all Khajuraho temples are not constructed by any single Chandela ruler. No other destination evokes so many different responses like the Khajuraho does. The erotic sculptures of Khajuraho are the cynosure of all eyes. While some are cynical, others cringe. A few are embarrassed, others are disappointed. We wonder why the Chandela rulers, who ruled over 1,000 years ago, built these monuments which represent love and lust in various forms. There seems to be different interpretations regarding the erotic sculptures of Khajuraho, from stories to spiritual beliefs. There is an interesting story. The story goes that a beautiful woman called Hemwati was bathing in the dark under moonlight when she was seduced by the moon himself. She ran into the forest for refuge and raised her son, Chandravarman, alone. The moon, however, promised her that one day their son would rule over a kingdom. True to his word, Chandravarman grew up to establish the Chandela dynasty. It is believed that he was influenced by his mother's story, and so he built temples with sculptures depicting human passions and probably the futility of the same. There is one belief that says the carvings of Mithunas are symbols of good luck, along with several sculptures that showcase mythical creatures. Another interpretation says that they served as a form of sex education by rekindling passions in the ascetic minds of people who were probably influenced by Buddhism. One of them speaks about leaving your lust and desires behind before entering the temple, which is probably why there are no carvings of sex inside the temple. Another interpretation even goes to say that the temples themselves are designed as a form of seductress, and there is this belief centered around the tantric cult that explains that the sculptures are metaphors and are actually a form of language, a form of educating the various doctrines of the cult through symbols and imagery.